Good afternoon, hockey fans. We are here at the lovely Magnus Arena well, not really downtown Denver, but this is where Denver University Pioneers, the NCAA 2022 national champions, play at. Um, we're getting ready to start a game here against the Denver University Pioneers. Uh, they're 14U team. And the Colorado Springs Tigers. As you can see, warm-ups are about to get rolling. They are rolling. And looks like we got some weird, on that particular camera, we got some weird coloring, so I'm probably not going to use it all that much unless I can get that addressed. The other one seems to be just fine. But we got a little over 3.5 minutes left of the warm-ups before we get the game rolling. Looks like today they're going to be running a three-man system with the officials, as you can see by the current camera up. That means one referee, two linesmen. Uh, for those that don't know, that means a lot of skating for the guy with the orange bands. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and mute, and we will be back for the start of puck drop. Uh, just enjoy watching the warm-ups for the time being. All right, folks, we're getting ready to start the game. We got, again, the Colorado Springs Tiger 14UA team against the DU Pioneers 14UA team. We do still have an injury on the Tigers. Abigail she's still dealing with some issues. I believe she injured something in her hip. So she should be back fairly shortly, but I'm not sure exactly when. There's no ETA on that. Game should be ready to start here very shortly, and the home team is going to be the DU Pioneers, of course. This is their home rink, and then the Colorado Springs Tigers are going to be the visitor. It'll show up a little bit backwards on the scoreboard when I do pop it up, but just so you guys know, it looks like we got Noon taking the draw, going against number 28 for the Pioneers. Tigers win that, but not cleanly. Bounces around right at the blue line, finally picked up and chipped in. Pioneers pick it up in their own zone. Long pass to number 94. He shoots, deflected by Gibson. Gibson down below the net. He's got a couple of Pioneers players on him. Picked up and chipped out by Dryman. Not all the way out, though. Noon picks that one up in the Tiger zone. Backhands it up to Sullivan. Sullivan chips that in. Around behind the DU net, chipped up the boards, and Dryman not able to get to it. DU comes out of the zone and throws it towards the net. Long pass. And we got an offsides call as number 3 carried it in the zone. He still had 2 players in the zone. We got a face-off just outside of the Tigers' zone. Right in front of the Tigers' bench. Kimball in net today for the Tigers. Kicked up by Spinder. And DU now controls it, throws it into the Tiger zone right on Kimball. Kimball just redirects it behind the net. Chipped up and goes out of the rink and out of play by Lenhart. Lenhart, he chipped it up and it went off of a Pioneer stick. Or maybe it didn't. The referees are taking the face-off down in the zone, so they're saying that Lenhart just chipped it out. Pioneers controlling it in the Tiger zone temporarily. It finally pops out. Number 8 gets it over to 22. Chipped up as Torello just bowls over number 22. And an interference call on him as number 22 for the Pioneers did not have the puck. Face off down in the Tiger zone just to the right of Kimball. Shot on. Tigers now controlling it. Chamberlain takes it behind the net, chips it off the backboards. Over to the far side. Puck is picked up, but DU manages to keep it in. Chamberlain bounces it off the backboards, and it's still bouncing around in front. Chamberlain picks it up, tries to do a change of direction. That doesn't work. Pioneers get it back down deep behind Kimball. Chipped up off the backside net, and Kimball's right there. Get a pad on it. Chipped up, back up to the point. Not able to control that one. It pops out of the zone. Pioneers having to reset. Finally chipped back in. Tigers have to go retrieve it behind their net. Marvisi picks it up, comes flying up, chips it up right off the official, and not able to get it out. DU with a shot that Kimball redirects. Finally picked up and carried up through the neutral zone. Noon now with it, and he brings it. He's still trying to control it. Tigers still on a penalty kill. Gibson changes direction and pinches it up against the wall. A little bit of kicking back and forth there as the Tigers trying to waste some time on the penalty. 33 seconds left in that penalty. Noon right there. Finally, he gets around one of the Pioneer players and had it poked away from him. Number 18 carries it up through the neutral zone, leaves it for 22. He's not able to hold it, and finally chipped back up and out by Noon. 94 now with it. He shoots it towards the net. Kimball with an easy redirect to the right of him, backhanded by 94. Gibson tried to get it out to Chamberlain, not able to do so. Then Opdorp, number 94, chips it in deep and goes for a change. Tigers back at full strength with the Pioneers only getting 2 really weak shots on. Dryman controlling it now. He tries to get it up to Chamberlain, not able to do so. Noon controlling it, and he lost it. Chamberlain picked it back up and chipped up. Spender bounces it off the boards. Noon racing to get to it. He does. Tries to get around a couple of the Pioneer players. Pops out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the shot. And that one, good save by Miner, the DU Pioneer goalie. Brought in and chipped away. Another shot and a save by Kimball as he just gloves that one down. We get a face-off just to the right of Kimball in the Tiger zone. Both teams at full strength right now. One by DU, bounced off the boards. I keep getting Sullivan and Chamberlain mixed up, so my apologies right out of the gate. DU having to backtrack into their own zone to pick it up. Quick change of direction. Trillo right there hits number 48, I believe that is. Shot and the save by Kimball. Nice save. And Kimball just sits on it as that one was underneath him. He wasn't quite sure where it was. So we get a stoppage of play, a good stoppage of play. So far, the Pioneers leading in the shots on goal 6-1, but the score is 0-0. Shot towards the net. It goes wide. Van Opdorp there to try and get it, but the Pioneers come away with it. Shot saved by Kimball as he covers that one up. Pioneers taking it to the Tigers. Tigers not able to get it out of their own zone very easily. Face-off taken by Thiem. Pioneers controlling that. Bounced off the near side boards and down deep. Centering pass blocked by Thiem and picked back up by the Pioneers. Quick change of direction, number 28 with it. And bounced off of Kimball's stick and into the far corner as 2 players from each team battling for it. Pioneers coming away from it. Van Opdorp right there. And a shot on, and no goal. I don't know how Kimball kept that one out, but it stayed out of the back of the net. Tigers still struggling to get it out of their own zone. Face off again to the right of Kimball. Kimball's going to get a workout today if this keeps going on. Noon taking the draw against number 3 for the Pioneers. A little bit of stick work there. Number 80 comes away from that face-off with it. Back up and out by, I think that's, I'm going to have to double check that. Pioneers now controlling it, only temporarily. Now they pick it back up. Number 3 with it. He goes wide. Centering pass goes. Kimball redirects that to Lenhart down low. And then chipped up, not out. Finally, the Tigers pick it up to Dryman. She gets hit. Picked up by Noon. Noon with it. Shot and no goal. Nice save by Miner there. Redirected behind the net. Noon centering pass. Shot and a goal! The Tigers first on the board. Tigers getting drawing first blood in this little battle. McKenzie taking the draw now. Going against number 48, it looks like. Pioneers controlling that one. Cross ice pass, chipped up and into the Tigers zone. Shot saved by Kimball. Centering pass, nobody there to pick it up. Pioneers down low in the far corner. Up the near side boards and chipped down low. Pioneers still controlling it. Kicked up by... Oh! Trillo down there picked it up and got bumped off the puck. Chipped up again. Trillo picks it back up. Backhanded off the boards to McKenzie. McKenzie not able to get a stick on it. Battling right in front of the, right on the blue line. They chip back up. Marvisi has to go back to get it. She comes up the ice, throws it up and out of the zone, and the Pioneers pick it back up. Marvisi again with it. She loses the handle on it, chips it up, and back into the zone. Shot up over the net. Kimball didn't have to do much on that one. Chipped up the boards, and another shot towards the net that goes way wide. Shot and the save by Kimball. Again, the Tigers caught their own zone, bounced off the near side boards, and chipped back down deep. Shot and a nice save by Kimball. He's right there, and we get a stoppage of play. Dean taking the draw against number 3. Van Opdorp right there, but Pioneers come away with that one. Van Opdorp chasing it into the near side, over to the far side, but Pioneers get to it first, chip down deep and back up Thien. Whiffed on and back out. Thien right there, not able to get control of it. A couple of Pioneers players going against one of the Tigers players. And we get a stoppage of play. I believe that was Lobato. They got bumped by a couple of the Pioneer players. Got sandwiched just a little bit there. Noon taking the draw, bookended by Dryman and Sullivan. We got Gibson and Van Opdorp on the back end right now. Face-off. Looks like they're taking the face-off out of the zone. Pioneers win that one, controlling it, and chipped up and out. Gibson picks it up and on the far side bounces it off the far side boards. Pioneers controlling it again, chipped up and through the neutral zone. Number 3 racing down to the boards, able to get to it first. Noon now with it. Bounced off the boards and out. Sullivan picks it up. Tries to get it over to Dryman, but whiffs on it. Thrown down back into the Tigers zone. Noon back to pick it up. And he spins away from the Pioneers player, but loses a handle on the puck. Noon again with it. Quick redirection. He gets bumped off the puck. Spinder bounces it off the near side boards. And chipped down deep, picked up on the far corner. Centering pass or attempted centering pass. Spinder now controlling it, backhands it up, and not out as the Pioneers managed to keep it in. And a shot and a goal, number 21 for the Pioneers, burying that one past Kimball. You play a lot in your own zone, you're going to get burned at some point. Tigers have to do a much better job at getting it out of their own zone. Current shots on goal are 14-3 with the Pioneers heavily leading in the shots on goal category. McKenzie taking the draw there. He wins that one, chipped off the boards. McKenzie battling right below me. Number 22 brings it in. Had a stick stripped by Marvisi. Battled down low. McKenzie gets tripped up, it looked like, by his own player, by Chamberlain. Chipped into the corner by Marvisi. Picked up by McKenzie. Little bit of bodies in that far corner. Number 48 trying to get away from Marvisi. She takes the puck from him, chips it up, and she gets bumped. Trillo right there in the near side corner. Got 3 Tigers and two players. Number 22 walks around Marvisi. Shot and a save by Kimball. Picked up and finally chipped up and out. And that one's going to go for an icing as the Tigers struggling again to get it out of their own zone. Some good defensive play by the Tigers, though. Only added 1 shot on goal in that little play since the last faceoff. Being taking the draw, Pioneers come away with that one. And they managed to keep it into the Tigers zone. Van Opdorp goes back to pick it up in the near side corner down low. He leaves it. Thiem now with it. He comes up, gets it up to Lobato. He's not able to make a clean pass. Now the Pioneers control it in their own zone again. Gibson picks it up in the neutral zone, chips it up the boards. Pioneers able to control it. Centering pass as Van Opdorp gets run over. Lobato carries it up now. Centering pass. Not able to come away with that puck. Chipped up, thrown towards the net, and that one was redirected into the far side corner in the Pioneer zone. Pioneers throw it back up. And chipped up past Spinder. He's not able to control it. Tigers. That was actually a good check by Lenhart. But he's getting sent to the box. He played the body really well. The other guy lost a footing. But Lenhart going to the box. That's going to put the Tigers back on a penalty kill in a 1-1 game where they are getting dominated in their own zone. There's a lot of the Tigers' parents do not like that call. Player gets up. Again, Lenhart, it looked to me like he was playing the body. He got the better of that player. The other player lost his footing and went into the boards a little hard. Lenhart did, in fact, play the puck. But the referee's calling a rough on that, so we're getting a 2-minute roughing call. Tigers again on a penalty kill. You got Noon taking the draw out there with 26 Chamberlain. Marvisi and Sullivan all out there. Going against number 3 is Noon. Chamberlain there. He gets bumped off the puck. Number 3 picks it up for the Pioneers, chips it down low. Noon is right there. Centering pass redirected by Marbisi. Shot way up over the net. And Kimball lost a handle on that one. He didn't know where it was, but he got his pad back just in time to make a good save. And backhanded shot by the Pioneers, number 22, and a save by Kimball. Minor not seeing a lot of shots this period, only 3 so far, but he let the very first one in. Noon again taking the draw. Going against 48 for the Pioneers. Gibson chips it up to Noon. Noon now with it. Gets it to Sullivan. He's not going to win that race as number 860 beats him out there and gets the puck back. Chipped up. Van Opdorp controlled it temporarily. Got it over to Noon. Noon bounces it off the boards and up. Now Pioneers gather it up and they come flying through the neutral zone. Left for 21. 21 had it knocked off his stick. 60 picks it up on the far side. Chipped down deep. 2 Pioneers there, but Gibson right with them. Centering pass picked off by Noon. Noon gets around number 60. Comes into the Pioneer zone. He's just trying to waste some time. Chipped up, and the Pioneers pick it up on the near side boards. Cross ice pass that doesn't connect. Marbisi right there. She picks it up, carries it up through the neutral zone. Marbisi tries to leave it for Noon, but not able to connect on that pass. Now the Pioneers coming up through the neutral zone. Lobato right there. Took the puck away, but the Pioneers keeping it into the Tigers zone. Shot and a save by Kimball as that's redirected up into the backdrop netting, and we get another stoppage of play. Face-off taken by Thien going against number 3 for the Pioneers. Pioneers win that back to 22. Tries to get around Thien, and he does. Centering pass, and Kimball made a little save there up the near side boards. Thien gets bumped as he chips it out. Pioneers have to pick it up in the neutral zone. That horn signals the end of the first period. Tigers with a rough period. Only 3 shots on net. Pioneers with 17. Kimball standing on his head so far. And this game is this is a tied game at 1. Tigers really need to get their feet moving and get the puck out of the zone. Meantime, I'm going to go ahead and mute while we're waiting for the intermission to end. I'll be back for the start of the puck drop in the second. All right, getting ready for the start of the second period. McKenzie taking the draw against number 48 for the Pioneers. And Pioneers win that one. D-to-D pass. Pioneers number 60 backhands it in. Lenhart having to go back to get it. It looks like his penalty's over, which is good. Trillo there. He gets bumped off the puck. Chipped up. McKenzie with it. Shot towards the net. And Miner covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play early on in this second period. That gives the Tigers their fourth shot on net for this game so far. Number 60 for the Pioneers picks it up behind the net. Chipped up and not out initially as Lenhart was right there. Number 48 for Pioneers comes flying through. A shot on and a save by Kimball. Puck's bouncing around in front. Trillo with it. And chipped down deep by number 80. And we get a tripping call. I did not see who the call was on. Looks like Lenhart going to the box again for a trip. That puts the Tigers back on a penalty kill. Looks like we got Thiem taking the draw against number 3 for the Pioneers. And Pioneers win that one back up to the point. Shot towards the net. Goes wide of Kimball. Tigers keeping it right there. Kimball bobbled that one a little bit, but finally pushed underneath his glove by Gibson. Gibson able to help Kimball cover that puck up. Thiem again taking the draw, going against number 3. And Tigers win that one. Brought up. That was the exact same play. Number 8. Number 8 for the Pioneers. Muscled out number 6, 67. Shot towards Kimball, and he shrugs that one off. Falls down to the ice, and he covers it up. It looks like he took a shot probably in the neck area. He's down on the ice right now. Siebold took a really pretty good hard hit. Kid didn't even play the puck. That should have been a call according to the new rules. Noon taking the draw, and he wins that one. RBC's there. Gets it to Noon. Noon throws it cross ice over to Sullivan. Sullivan racing to get to it. Number 60 hot on his tail. Sullivan shot wide of the net. Picked up on the near side. Noon right there. Controlled by number 48. Marvisi now with it. She strips 48 of the puck. Comes around behind the net. Chipped up and out of the zone. Sullivan right there to get it out. Pioneers now controlling it. Loses a handle on it. Noon with it. It's like we're getting offsetting penalties. Okay, offsetting penalties. So that puts the Tigers still down on a penalty kill for the next 35 seconds. Face off just in front of the Tigers bench. McKenzie to take the draw. Won by the Tigers. Sullivan picks it up. He gets hit. And Sullivan's down. Sorry, that might be Chamberlain, not Sullivan. Yeah, sorry, that was Chamberlain is down. He took a hard hit as he was letting the puck go. Kid did not play the puck. Went in solely for the hit. That is no longer legal in Bantam hockey, according to the USA Hockey rules that we're all supposed to abide by. All right, face-off down in the Denver zone. Denver getting a penalty. 2 minutes on the board for them. We're going to play 4-on-4 hockey for the next 24 seconds. Then the Tigers will go on a power play. Abbreviated, but a fairly lengthy abbreviated power play. Number 80 with it for the Pioneers. Tried to chip it up. McKenzie stole it from him. Pioneers come up ice with it. Number 80 flying up through the ice. Gets around Gibson. Loses the handle on it just as he's getting ready to take a shot. Gibson down below the goal line for it. Comes out the opposite side. Picked up by McKenzie. Pass to Sullivan. Not able to connect on that one. Chipped up the boards and out. Gibson now with it in the Tigers zone. He spins away from the Pioneer player and chipped up, but not out. And Pioneers pick it up and throw it in. No icing there as they were on the Tigers side of the red line. Van Opdorp there battling for it. Chipped up and out by McKenzie. Not out, sorry, just chipped up. Van Opdorp having to pick it up again, and he leaves it on a backhand for Gibson. Gibson comes up the ice and tries to make a pass. Does not connect, and the Pioneers get it and throw it back in offside, so we get a stoppage of play. Face off in the neutral zone, just outside of the Tigers zone. .42 seconds left on the Pioneers penalty, and it looks like we're getting a timeout called by the Tigers. So we'll take a little break. We'll be back shortly. All right. Kimball hops back in the net. Thien taking the draw against number 94. And 94 wins that one as Pioneers running back to get it in their own zone. And Miner grabs that out of the, or it slides in front of him. He just covers it up. So we get a stoppage of play. Thien again taking the draw. Van Opdorp whiffed on that one, not able to keep it in. Van Opdorp now with it. Picked up by the Pioneers, thrown cross ice over to the near side. Gibson now with it. He chips that one in. Down low. Thien right there. Centering pass. Oh, nice save by Miner right there. Backhanded in. Lobato trying to get to it. He tried to center that, not able to do so. Chipped up and finally out. Gibson having to race back to get it. They wave off the icing. Gibson picks it up in the Tiger zone. Thrown up, but that's picked off by number 60 for DU. Gibson having to go back to get it. Chips it off the boards and up. Centering pass. Doesn't make it all the way over to the near side. And kept in by the Pioneers. Van Opdorp picks it up. Centering pass. Pioneers right there off the crossbar. Chip towards the net, but goes wide. Picked up on the far side by the Pioneers and chipped up and out by Dryman. Noon with it. Goes through center ice. Backhands that in. Goes off of one of the DU players. Noon there. Had it knocked off his stick. Centering pass. Nobody there to pick it off. Lenhart now with it. He goes off of one of the DU players, but it's offsides, and we get a stoppage of play. So he throws that in. We should have a face-off at center ice. McKenzie taking the draw. Face-off is not at center ice. It's right outside of the DU zone. Chipped in on net by Sullivan. Trillo with a solid hit. DU able to control it in the Tiger zone again and shot from far out. Kimball right there. He makes that save. He loses his stick. Another shot towards the net. Misses the net. Picked up by DU down low. Another pass out top and a shot and a blocker saved by Kimball. Lenhart rips it around and pops out of the zone. The Pioneers have to pick it back up. Shot in. Marvisi misses that one. Picked up in the near side corner by her. She comes up the zone, gets it up to Sullivan. He's not able to handle it. Chipped back up by DU and a shot and a save by Kimball as he covers that one up again. Shots on goal now 21-6, but we have a tied game. DU controlling this pretty handily through all three zones. Thien taking the draw. Going against number 3. Van Opdorp controlling it. Spins up the boards. Trying to get it out. Not able to do so. Thien right there, chips it up off the boards and out. DU chips it back in and back out by Spender. DU with a D-to-D pass. Chipped up the near side boards and picked off by Van Opdorp and out of his own. DU having to regroup yet again. Tigers doing a better job of getting the puck out of their zone, but they're not able to control it. Lobato tried to get it over to Thien, and they weren't able to connect on that one. Chipped back in by DU over to the near side corner. Picked up by Van Opdorp and rimmed around. Spender there. He picks it up, gets it back to Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp throws it up and out. Seabolt with it. Not able to control it. Thien had it there for a second and lost a handle on it. Gibson now with it. Bounced off the near side boards, thrown down deep. And Van Opdorp picks it up and tries to pick it up, but he got beat to the puck. Dryman right there, and she does get it out. Siebel now with it. Comes through. Shot on. Saved by Miner. Siebel controlling it down low. Center. Tried to center. Gibson not able to hold that one in as it pops out. Over to Marvisi. Over to Noon, but he's not able to control it. DU carries it in. Shot towards the net, but it goes wide. Noon picks it up on the near side corner. And he gets bumped off the puck. Sullivan there on the near side boards. Shot up over Kimball's glove. Dryman right there, but she's not able to get to it on the far side. Dryman now with it. Chips it up and out of the zone. DU picks it back up, throws it down deep. Marbisi now with it. She got it out of the zone, but brought right back in. DU again controlling it down low. Gibson there, and he gets hammered into the boards. And we're getting a head contact. I believe that's going to be on DU. That's going to put the Tigers on a power play as number 94, I believe that is going to the box. That's going to be a 2 and a 10 for head contact. Faceoff should be down in the DU zone. And DU putting the second person in the box because the one with the head contact has to serve 12 minutes. But one serving is 2 minutes can come out at the end of 2, or if there is a penalty or if there's a power play goal by the Tigers. McKenzie taking the draw. Shot and a save and covered up by Miner. McKenzie again taking the draw, going against number 38. Thrown in by DU. No icing there as they achieved the red line. McKenzie now with it, bounces it off the boards and comes racing past number 60, picks it back up. Centering pass. And Trillo just fell right on the goalie, and it looks like he's going to the box. Shot and the goal by number 60 for DU. Sorry about the camera work. That's going to put DU up 2-1 in this game so far. Allen rang off with 2 posts and then hit the net in the back. So that negates Truello's penalty. Looks like Minor's still down on the ice in the crease. Trillo's a pretty big boy. Him falling on top of you is going to hurt a little bit. Looks like Minor's being replaced for Anderson, who's number 1. Well, nope. They're keeping Minor in net. So a goal was scored, putting the Pioneers up. It was a shorthanded goal. Tigers still at full strength, but that goal negated their penalty that they were going to have to serve. Thien taking a draw, going against number 3. Chipped up by Seabolt. Seabolt not able to control it. Back for Gibson. Gibson gets it up to Lobato. Seabolt chips it forward and not able to control it again. Marvisi tried to chip it up and had that one. She was stymied there. Rimmed around by Gibson. Lobato not able to get a stick on it. Goes wide to the far side. DU controlling it. Had it knocked off his stick. Van Opdorp gets it up to Thien. Thien gets hit. Chipped in, and Gibson now with it. Gibson chips it up on a backhand, not out. Finally chipped out on a second attempt. Seabolt controlling it. And he lost the handle on it. DU controlling it again. Van Opdorp gets it to Seabolt. Goes off of a DU skate and chip past Van Opdorp. He picks it back up, gets it over to Lobato. Lobato now with it, and he had it knocked away from him. Thien gets it and just throws it down, but it doesn't go very far. Lobato throws it towards net, and throws it towards the net, and it goes wide. Thien right there on the far side. Seabolt backhands it towards the net. It's kicked out by number 8. Gibson with it. Shot and grabbed out of the air. Noon right there. Sorry about the camera work. This is difficult to do, doing all the commentary and the camera.
Break it up, do you?
Chipped up. Gibson having to pick it up at the neutral zone. Goes back into the Tigers zone. Chipped up and to Sullivan, but not able to connect. That is what is referred to as a dead man pass, especially in Bantam hockey. Sullivan now with it. Spins away. Back up to the point. Gibson shot, and it bounces right on to Minor, and Minor sucks that one into his stomach, and we get a stoppage of play. 1:36 left in the second period, 2-1 with the Pioneers leading this one. Shots are 22-8. Pioneers handily leading in the shots on goal category, but only 1 goal ahead. Noon taking the draw, going against number 48. Sullivan with a backhand shot that goes wide of the net. DU controlling it. Chipped up. Dryman on the far side. She gets bumped, but she passes the puck off. Bounced off the near side. Lenhart right there. And 2 DU players run into each other and go down off the near side boards. DU picks it up, carries it in. Marvisi knocks it away from number 2. Lenhart there. Dryman tries to chip it up the boards, not able to control that one. Marvisi steps in to help her out. And we get a hooking call. Don't know who that one was on. Looks like Dryman going to the box. That puts the Tigers on a penalty kill as Dryman sits for 2 minutes and to think about what she's done. Looks like the game settled down from a reffing standpoint, which is good. It's always good to just watch hockey. McKenzie taking the draw, going against number 3. McKenzie wins that one, but it goes behind Kimball, back up to the near side point, chipped down deep. Van Opdorp picks that one off. Chipped up the boards and out. Number 60 controlling it in the DU zone. Gets it up to 80. 80 with it. Gets around. Shot and a save. Van Opdorp picks it up. He gets rubbed off. Schultz was there, but not able to get a handle on it. Spinder backhands it up, not out, as number 80 picks that one off. Shot wide of the net, just as the horn sounds. That horn signals the end of the second period. Current score 2-1 with the Pioneers being up. Still 1 minute and 13 seconds left on the penalty to Dryman. We will be back shortly for the start of the third. All right, getting ready for the start of the third period. Tigers still on a penalty kill for another 1 minute and 13 seconds. Dryman headed back to the box for the start of the period. Dean taking the draw against number 48. DU wins that one. Brings it into the Tiger zone. Shot towards Kimball. Kimball able to shrug that one off. Triello chipped it up, but not out. DU controlling it down low. In the Tiger zone. Good chip into the corner by Triello. But he just gets burned right at the blue line. Cross ice and a failed attempt there. Chipped up the far side boards. DU still controlling it. Marvisi over to get it in the near side corner. Triello picks that one up, carries it up, and not able to get it in deep as his pocket was picked on that one. Shot, and I think there was a save there by Kimball. Tigers battling down low to get control of the puck. Gibson with it, chips it up, but doesn't really go anywhere. It hits one of the DU players back up to the point. Shot towards the net, goes wide. Dryman out of the box now, chipped up for Thien. Thien controlling it. And he shoots it way wide of the net. Picked up on the far side by 48. Gets around Seabolt. Carries it into the zone. Cuts to the center and not able to connect on a pass. Sullivan chips it up to Seabolt. Seabolt able to get it out of the zone. He's got 3 DU players on him, not able to control it. Had his pocket picked on that. Van Opdorp gets it to Spinder and chips it back in. And that was an offsides call. And we got a face-off in the neutral zone, I believe, at center ice. Megan Seabolt stay out, keeping Dryman on the bench. They had already completed their line change. Noon taking the draw right at center ice, going against number 3 for DU. DU wins, controls that one. And we got a goal by number 3 for DU. That puts them up 3-1 in this game so far. You're not going to be able to score a lot of goals if you can't get the puck out of your own zone. Noon again taking the draw, going against number 3 again. Out to Lenhart. Lenhart chips that up into the DU zone. D-to-D pass, and up the near side boards. Number 80 loses a handle on it, and Gibson just chips it up the boards. Ryman trying to do something with it, not able to do so. Gibson up to Noon. Noon tried to center it over to Sullivan, not able to connect. Lenhart there, and he just throws that in deep, goes behind the net. Picked up by DU up the near side boards, and finally out of the zone. Chipped up. Dryman picks it up on the near side and just chips it up and out. And I believe that's going to go for an icing. And it does. Face off down in the Tigers zone. 24-9 as the shots on goal. Shot towards Kimball, and he just covers that one up. Dan Opdorp was not able to get a stick on that shot. 10:59 left in the third period. Kenzie going against 48. Triello chips it out on a backhand, but thrown right back in, and that's going to be thrown back in on an offsides. So we get another quick stoppage of play. McKenzie taking the draw, going against number 48 again. Brought in by number 22. Cuts to the center, shot, and a save by Kimball. Triello right there. Gets number 48 steps through McKenzie and Triello. Gets a shot off, and Kimball just stuffs him. Thien taking the draw. Sorry about that. A little bit of a yawn there. Seabolt tries to chip it up. Thien had his pocket picked by number 48. Shot and a save by Kimball. Thien gets it around a couple of players, throws it up the boards, but turns it over to number 8. Thien picks it back up, and he gets rubbed off just as they chip it down deep again. Shot and a save by Kimball. He just grabs that one out of the air. Easy to see that one. Face off to the left of Kimball, still in the Tiger zone. Tigers still struggling to get it out of the zone. (28-9) is the shots on goal, with the Tigers not even hitting the double digits so far, and we're in the third period. Rimmed around to the near side, picked up by Gibson. Backhands it up. Dryman gets it. Tries to center that to Sullivan, not able to connect. And squirts back into the DU zone. But Sullivan was still in the zone, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off just outside. Noon taking the draw, out with Sullivan and Dryman. Noon chips it in on backhand, picked off by 81 and thrown cross ice. Gibson picks it up down low, takes it behind the net, throws it up for Dryman. Dryman's there, but not able to get a solid stick on it. Now Noon controlling it, gives it over to Sullivan. Sullivan bounces it off the rear boards. Lenhart right there and chips it up. And looks like we're going to get a penalty. A roughing call on DU. 38 going to the box for hitting Lenhart late in the corner. So that's roughing. That puts the Tigers on a power play for 2 minutes at the 8:50 mark of the third period. McKenzie now taking the draw. DU chips it up. And Spender grabs it and throws it down deep. Out. Then Opdorp chips it up the boards, picked off by Schultz. Then Opdorp gets it over to Spender. Spender chips it up to McKenzie. He had it knocked away from him. Spender with it, bounces it off the boards and ends up throwing it right back into the DU bench. So we get a quick stoppage of play. Face-off just outside of... Oh, they're saying the face-off is going all the way in front of the Tigers bench. McKenzie taking the draw. Schultz not able to get to it. Not sure where that puck went, but it went straight up off of McKenzie. I think that went completely out of play, out of the rink, and not even in the bench. Face off at center ice. DU controlling that one. 22 gets it, throws it up the boards. McKenzie picks that off. Gets it over to Truello. He steps around 22 and then loses a handle on it. McKenzie now with it down low. Takes it behind the net. .21 backhands it up and out. Schultz picks it up. Backhands it off the backboards. Marvisi gets it up. Spins away from number 10 up to Truello. He's not able to handle it. Gibson gets it up to Schultz and goes past Schultz and Truello. 25 seconds left on the Tigers' power play. Carried up by Siebel. He gets around a couple of the DU players. DU now brings it out of their own zone and chips it into the Tigers' zone. Tigers having to go back to pick it up. Spender grabs it down below the goal line. Chipped up and not out. And finally out on the second attempt. Number 60, though, for DU picks it up and throws it right back in. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game so far. Seabolt now with it at center ice. He loses a handle on it. Goes cross ice. Picked up by DU's number 8. Centering pass picked off by Seabolt. He carries it up. And he gets pinched off on the boards and loses a handle on it. DU comes back into the Tigers zone. Shot on and a save by Kimball. RBC now with it. She spins away, chips it up the boards, and not out. Thrown towards the net by the DU defense. Van Opdorp out now. He picks it up, carries it up through the neutral zone, and had it knocked off of his stick as 22 flattens him. Gibson picks it up, spins away, and chips it up the boards, forcing DU to pick it up in their own zone. Picked up by DU down low. Tigers putting a little bit of pressure, but not able to get control of the puck. Picked up on the near side boards by number 60. Noon with a shot. I don't know if that hit the goalie and went wide, but does not end up in the back of the net. Shot on and saved by Kimball. Number 80 with it. Chips it down deep. Spinder there. He gets bumped off the puck. Gibson gets around the D. Chipped up, not out. Gibson again with it. And gets it out on a third attempt. Chipped up, and number 60 now controlling it. Gets it to number 80. Thrown up and goes right past 80, but they're going to call an icing on that. Face off down in the Tiger zone. Current score 3-1 with the shots on goal being 28-10. Face off in the Tiger zone. DU controlling it down low. Lenhart bounces it off the backboards over to the near side. Only players there are DU, thrown towards the net, and Kimball, no problem seeing that one all the way in. He snags that out of the air. It's like they're running the clock now. Uh, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game so far. My guess is they're running behind in the schedule, and because of all the penalties and stoppages we've had. Picked up by McKenzie down low. Takes the ball below the goal line. Centering pass. Trillo is not able to get to it, but it does come out of the zone. DU now controlling it. McKenzie now with it. And DU touches it, and we get a stoppage of play on a cross-checking call made by the official. That's going to put DU in the box and put the Tigers on a power play for the next 2 minutes. See if the Tigers can control the play a little bit better in this penalty than they did in the last one. Face off just to the right of Minor. DU controlling it in their own zone. Spinned away from Thien. Chipped up and out of the DU zone. And thrown into the Tiger zone. Picked up by Spender deep in the Tiger zone. He chips it up the boards, not out. Spender has to pick it back up. Takes it again below the goal line and chipped up. DU still controlling it. Tigers have got to get away from this whack-a-mole mentality of just clearing the puck. All they're doing is turning it over. And we get an offsides call. Face off just outside of the DU zone. Noon taking the draw. Going against number 3. And into the DU zone and right back out. Gibson not able to connect with Dryman. DU's number 3 carries it into the Tiger zone. Not able to get a shot off. 22 now with it. Shot and a save by Kimball. Picked up by Dryman. And she throws it back over to number 80 for DU. Finally out of the zone. Gibson having to go back to pick it up in the Tiger zone. Again, that's an example of the whack-a-mole mentality right now. Tigers not making passes to get it out of the zone, just throwing it up the boards. Down below the goal line, number 3 rims it around. Picked off. Noon not able to get it out of the zone. Finally, Dryman does. Sullivan carries it up, goes wide, and throws it towards the net, and an easy save by Miner as Noon was right there. Penalty over for DU. Tigers not able to capitalize on that power play. McKenzie taking the draw now. DU controlling it in their own zone. Hit by Trillo, and he's going to the box. And there it is. 32 seconds with Tigers going on a penalty kill. Trillo protesting his penalty. We got a interference call made by the official. Faceoff should be down in the Tigers zone. .6 seconds left in this game. McKenzie taking the draw, going against 48 for DU. Spender chips it up the boards, does pop out, but again, that's an example of the just kind of whack-a-mole. Let's just get this little grenade away from me attitude. That's not going to work playing this game. Number 22 skates around, shot, and a save by Kimball. Nice save. Another shot and a save by Kimball. 1.7 seconds left in the game. A couple good saves by Kimball to keep it at 3-1. Shots on goal, 31-11. Pioneers almost tripling up the Tigers' shots on goal. Again, McKenzie taking the draw. Shot wide of the net in the final second of the game. That does it for this game. Final score is 3-1 with the Pioneers taking this one. We will see you back on this channel tomorrow for the second game of the weekend for the Tigers. They are playing at the World Arena Ice Hall. Everybody have a good Saturday, and we will see you. I'm going to go ahead and mute. I'll let the handshake line go for a little bit before I shut down the feed.